Uh, so far we have created branches, merged the branches back into the master branch and all, but we have been doing all this in the local repository. Nothing has been pushed to the central repository yet. So what I mean is that if I take you to this previous diagram, we have created the branches, we have merged the branches back into the master branch and all those things, but it all happens in the respective local Git repository of whoever developer is working. For instance, if Sam was working on that, then and if Sam created a new branch and then committed the branch and then merged it back to the master branch, it has all happened in his local Git repository. Nothing has been pushed to the central server or the Git server. And that is exactly the reason why if you go to your branches and if you go in here, you don't see any of the changes here, right? I mean, we made in the previous videos. For instance, there is no file C, and also file A had much more content in the local repository. And that's basically because we haven't pushed the changes to the central server. And there are two ways to do that. So one thing is if you want to just push the changes and not the branches in itself, then you can just run this command, push origin master. It authenticates. And now if you refresh it, if you go back to files, you can see that now file A has the latest change. There is file B. You can look at the history of it. You can see where it was created and all those things, right? But one thing you are still missing is all the feature branches we created. It only shows master branch. And to actually get all the branches as well, to push all the branches from local repository to central one, you have to run this command. So I do git push -- all origin, and that should actually do the trick, and it should push the branches to now to the central repository. Now if I go back in here and I refresh, and you can see all the branches here. So that is how you push the branches as well as the code you changed in the master branch to the central repository.